What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we got an interesting one for you. All right, guys, today this one is coming from Atlas Obscura. uh Behold George Washington's last tooth. Interesting. Let's read a little bit up here in the description box. Sink your teeth into this episode where we look at one of George Washington's dentures in his last tooth, which his dentist kept in a locket. Did George Washington have wooden teeth? He did not. Instead, he had several dentures. One particular denture was designed by his dentist, John Greenwood, a late 18th century dentist in New York City. The denture was built out of hippopotamus ivory and was inlaid with 6 real human teeth. The hole at the end was built to slip over Washington's last tooth, which was then encased in a locket that the New York Academy of Medicine possesses today. Alright guys, so let's just take a look, jump right into this video and check it out.
We're going to be looking at George Washington's dentures and a cluster of objects that relate to the dentures and shine a light on one particular moment at the beginning of his presidency.
Ooh-wee, George Washington's dentures.
Contrary to popular belief, Washington never had wooden teeth, but he did have a number of sets of dentures that he wore throughout his life. This is a portrait of Dr. John Greenwood, who was a dentist in New York City in the late 18th century. In 1789, Greenwood becomes Washington's dentist when he moves to New York City to assume the presidency. Greenwood designed this lower jaw denture for Washington from hippopotamus ivory, and it's inlaid with 6 real human teeth.
Wow. I'll go back, check that out. The bottom denture, George Washington, it with hippopotamus and human teeth.
Greenwood designed this lower jaw denture for Washington from hippopotamus ivory, and it's inlaid with 6 real human teeth. 2 others have chipped off, as you can see. We don't know the source of the teeth that were used for Greenwood's denture for Washington. We do know at one point in 1784 that Washington did pay his slaves at least once for teeth. And we also know that Greenwood in the late 18th century used to place advertisements asking for people to sell him their teeth. On the bottom. Wow.
Man, guys, could you imagine when you needed to get a set of dentures made, man, they're out looking for, see if anybody's got any teeth they want to sell off. Here, think about that, man. Where we've come today with even dentures. My goodness. Yeah. So he at least he did, said he purchased, he bought from the slaves, but what is that? Do we really know the true story on that? Is that what really happened? But yeah, this is very interesting that, yeah, would go out and put out advertisements for teeth.
Lower part of the denture, you can see that he's written, "This is Great Washington's Teeth by John Greenwood." In 1789, when this denture is made for Washington, Washington still has 1 tooth remaining in his mouth. And so
1 tooth.
Greenwood drilled a hole in the hippopotamus ivory to slip the denture over that 1 remaining tooth. And Washington would wear the denture. It was secured by springs in the back, and that's how it would stay on. In 1794, the story continues because Washington loses that last remaining tooth in his mouth. Greenwood actually has to pull it for him because it's causing him so much discomfort. And when he does, instead of giving it away, he keeps it. And what we have here is Greenwood's watch. It has a George Washington medallion on the end of it. It has his waxing seal and a key to get into the back of the watch. And then finally, we have Washington's last tooth, which has been encased in this locket so
The
that
last
Greenwood
one.
could carry it with him. The New York Academy of Medicine has these objects because they were inherited through the Greenwood family as long as there were male descendants. And then in the 1930s, there are two elderly aunts, and they're persuaded to give these things to us at the Academy along with Greenwood's tools. And these were tools.
Wow, so it says they were persuaded to give these to us. Persuaded. I wonder how they were persuaded. Did you persuade them with money? Did you persuade them, you know, with blackmail? That's funny that they were persuaded. They obviously didn't want to give them to you. Interesting.
That Greenwood would have used probably in the 18th century. We don't know if he used them on Washington, but he would have certainly used something similar at the time. And we really love these, and they're a great piece of our history here.
Right on. But guys, I hope you found that as interesting as I did. Man, imagine just going out there and have to go hunt me some people down and see if they want to sell me some teeth to get my bottom piece made. I guess as crazy as it may sound, people are all the time selling body parts, you know. They'll sell body parts off that they can part with for money. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.